thanks for chatting to us
Pleasure.
on behalf of Rand's Advisory Group. So forklift specialists?
Fork truck specialist.
Fork truck specialists.
Technically, a forklift is classified as a fork truck. So everybody calls them a forklift, but if you were going to use their family, genus, species name, they would be classified as a fork truck.
So fork truck specialists, how long have you owned the company and what exactly does the company do other than just sell forklifts?
So it was founded 35 years ago by Glenn and Ann Behrens from Ulverston, and they had one mechanic and apprentice, and it has grown to 14, 15 employees now, and we are state-based. I bought it in 2015, but we're looking to open up back into Launceston towards the end of this year and have a fully statewide footprint. And I must say, Danny's actually helped with the exploration of the feasibility of that, and his advice can be very, very, very sage, especially when I don't want to hear it. It's actually something that he's very good at.
All right.
Communicating on a very basic level, cuts through all of the accounting jargon, and can be a very good sounding board.
Now, Daniel Rands tells me that you're the company to go to when it comes to like fork truck sales or services and repairs. Why is that?
We are very, very old-fashioned. We have really, really, really deeply ingrained country values, which I believe were there prior to my purchase, but as I took over the company, they have become more ingrained and more solidified as value for money, dependability, reliability, and actual quality information. We take a very, very long-term view on relationships with current clients. We do not operate for a short-term gain and a long-term loss. If it's a win-win, that's the only outcome that we're interested in. And we always try to find the right outcome for the customer, which may be to the detriment of the company, but we hold our reputation as our prized possession.
I suppose, is that a similar thing with your connection with Daniel Rands and the Rands Advisory Group? Is that like a long-term thing as well?
I've had a few years with Danny, and he has actually opened my eyes to a lot of possibilities of what I wasn't seeing before. He has shown me a different way to interpret situations, opportunities, and even red flags that beforehand I was a little bit blind or a bit lost. And it's actually really great because he's able to take a complex subject, break it down into bite-sized chunks that a simple farmer can absorb.
Or a simple person like me. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And actually regurgitate something that actually sounds factual and informative, that I know what I'm talking about, even though probably deep down I don't.
How has Daniel Rands and the Rands Advisory Group helped with your business and assisted with your business over the years? Do they do all your book work? Do they do your tax?
There's a team for fork truck specialists. Danny was fantastic at, he peeled apart when we first arrived. He peeled apart without judgment or any sort of preconceived opinion of who we might be. He peeled apart the business. He found the good points. He found the bits that we can improve. And we talked a lot about what is the strategy and how do we actually want to go forward. He's very, very good at knowing that if I say something that may be on the wrong track, he will very politely reaffirm to me that's actually not probably quite right. This is actually the
right way to go.
This is the right way to move forward. And I politely thank him and remember, yes, he did tell me that.
Oh, great. Well, that's good.
So yeah, and then he's very approachable.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
He's very down to earth, I find, you know.
Just a good bloke.
Yeah, you don't feel remotely sort of intimidated by, you know, his accounting or mathematical genius or whatever you want to call it. You know, he relates to everyone, whether you are at the corporate level, I guess, of things, or whether you're just an actor like me. or,
dad business.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he definitely has the ability to resonate with anybody. And he has the knowledge that that if you are at that top level of interpretation of results, he can match that and push you to your level of knowledge. Or if you're at the other end where you're a little more country and a little more full back to basics, he can speak in a language that is easily understandable by everybody.
Now, I guess that just builds trust in your relationship with him. Like, you learn to trust.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, most definitely. And there's no question too silly. You can pick up the phone at any stage, and if he can't get back to you straight away, he'll just let you know that he will, and he does what he says when he says he will. He's very, very reliable.
Virginia, thanks so much for chatting to us. That's great.